Hello, lovelies. How are we all? I thought I would check in. It's the beginning of October in regards to what I'm currently knitting, projects and things that I might like to do. Just before we get into the really cold season. So the first thing I'm doing at the moment, I seem to be spending every spare second that I have. I'm knitting Lango mittens for the old dears who can't get out. There's about 80. The local doctor's surgery, they need about 80 pairs, and I can knit quick, but not that quick. So I'm aiming for 10%. If I can give the lady 10%, so 8 pairs, I've got to give them by Wednesday. So that's 2 days, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7, but it would be nice to break. The target, but 8 at least I definitely want to achieve. Basically, they're these. They are tried and tested, because I have Raynaud's. So basically Raynaud's, it triggers just here, and it stops the blood flow. So I wear these. They are like a second skin. They fit so well, and I love them. They're amazing. So tried and tested. So I'm doing a lot of Lango mittens for the old dears. I am currently making another one of these, which is in my little Vogue book. It's patterns from the 1920s to the 1980s, and I've got to say the 80s patterns are interesting. But here he is. I reckon he's Welsh, because he's got the beautiful blue eyes and the dark hair. Oh, isn't he gorgeous? He's a dream, isn't he? And then you watch, you probably can't think, oh, that was me. You're like, well, you are, dear. You're absolutely handsome. Yes, 1945. I know it's a Granddad slipover, but I was gifted this yarn. I have it in 3 colours, this is the red, this is mustard, and I also have a brown. And it's come from a glove factory where it's just, I think it's designed for machine, because it really doesn't knit up very well at all. It's pretty horrendous. I've tried, I think with this colour, I had tried 3 previous patterns and then unravelling, and then trying something else, unravel it. It doesn't knit up. Rib stockinette, it looks pretty rubbish. But because this pattern, like every other stitch, it changes. So it goes from, it's kind of like a mock cable. So every other stitch you get a purl, you get a knit, and then it's a knit into the next one, and then knit into that one, and then when you pull them off, it sort of twists. It's a little bit like a mock cable, but it's very forgiving. Now with this one, I did it as per instructions, and because I hate sewing up the seams up the side, I thought, well, I will try knitting it in the round, because so you have to go, you do the pattern on the right side, and then on the wrong side you do just leveling it out, So I just thought, right, well, instead of doing on the wrong side, doing the 2 knits and 4 purls, I'll just do the second round as 2 purls and 4 knits, and that will balance it out. And I thought that was a really good idea until you actually take it off the knitting in the round, because here's where I've marked it with 4 purls. And this is how, basically, it seems to have twisted. It twists on the, as you can see. So it twists on as you're knitting it. So even though back in the day they did have double pointed, because quite clearly 1942 knit on double points, this one is knit two sides flat and then sewn up. And I was trying to save myself the hassle of having to sew. And also, if you do it in the round, then front and back are going to be exactly the same amount of rows. Yeah, but I mean, maybe blocking will help out. But at least now I know why they ask you to knit two flat sides and not in the round. I mean, maybe with washing and wear, it'll get there, you know, but yes, no, that's taking a backseat. I'm almost there. The back's done. One front side is done. I just need to now work on the other side. But I've put it to one side just so I could hit my target of mittens. Because the old dears need their mittens, you know, priorities. Let's sort them out first. But these are really, really fantastic for just adding that extra layer. I was babysitting a friend's dog last weekend, and going out for a walk in the beginning of the day when the dew is still on the cricket field and it's got that autumnal chill, you know, we're getting into the whole Keats sort of season, you know. Mist and mellow fruitfulness is definitely where we're at. Yeah, just adding that. I walked the dog without this on. And because I have a wound at the front, my God, it made it a little bit painful, to be honest. Having this extra slip over on just really makes a difference, and it keeps you really warm, but it keeps your arms free, but you're not overheating, because I have a tendency to do that at the moment. A lot of overheating. But yeah, so that is once I've handed in the mittens, I need to finish that off. That'll be done by the end of the week, I imagine. And then finally, what I've got on the go at the moment. Now, this has been going on for a long time. So basically, I am knitting here we are, a granny cardie, as I call them. And it is the most amazingly fabulous, thick material. This is sort of wool, alpaca, acrylic mix, and I was desperately hoping that I'd have enough, but I really don't think I'm going to. I've only got sort of just shy of two balls left, and I've still got to finish. So this is one sleeve. That's where I'm at. So we're nearly there, but judging from memory, it's a big ask to do be able to do the second sleeve and the borders, the ribbing and the pockets, because it's got pockets as well. Ta-da! I absolutely love it. Really, you can see how thick that is. So nice. I forget what they call it. I think it's fisherman's rib. It's where you knit into the one below, and then that creates just an extra really thick fabric. So, now the problem is, now I haven't unravelled it or anything yet, because I'm really, really hoping that the company that I got the yarn from is in my local city. It's about 20 minutes drive away in Leicester, and it's called Yeoman's Yarns. And I'm really hoping that they'll just have one or two extra balls of it, but they don't do that colour anymore. So they do still do this colour, and I've got 4 balls of this, but I really don't want to have to unpick it. So I think what I might have to do is just complete the sleeve, try and put it together, and see if I can just complete the other sleeve, and then cross every finger that, you know, I've got just enough, but I really don't think I'm going to. But either way, that's that's something that is on the to-do. But yes, so plan A is to just go to its Yeoman's. There we are. Yeoman's, and see if they've got an extra couple of balls in the brown. But plan B is to, I don't know what plan B is. Unravel it and then use this within the pocket and try and just eke it out a little bit. Basically, the plan of action is to just keep knitting and knitting and knitting until you absolutely run out of the brown. And then from there, make a decision. Yeah. But anyway, so they are the current whips, the old works in progress. And the other day I sat down and sort of listed all the knits that I need for myself personally, but then also Christmas gifts and things like that. Oh my God, there's a lot. There's so much. But I think, I need to sort of come up with some sort of plan of action for all that. Because, But majorly, I need to do water bottle cover. I've just bought myself another hot water bottle. So I need another cover. I need some gloves for cleaning out the fire so I don't get my hands filthy. So that, when it's really cold with my Reynards, I just the idea of putting your hands under cold water, under the tap, having to wash the soot off, forget it. Just forget it. So that's that. And what else do I need? Oh, bed socks. I need a lot of bed socks. Basically, I've been sticking my leg out, my arm out and everything, half in, half out under the duvet to try and keep my body temperature okay. And I'm finding that I think I don't know whether it's a mental thing, whether there's any actual proof in this whatsoever medically, but if I've got bed socks on, then I won't catch a chill and I won't get a cold, because I think the old folklore is that a cold starts upwards. It starts in your feet and it works its way up to your chest and then you're poorly. I don't know whether that's the witches spreading rumours, but so that is the current state of play. Gosh, there's a lot of knitting to do. I better crack on. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for popping in. I hope everything's going okay with your projects. Isn't it lovely to get into the autumn season? You can really start to feel that you're going to be wearing your knits now. It's great. And all the Christmas gifts, all the things you're going to be giving to people. Yeah. I look forward to it. It's nice to envision people appreciating and cherishing your hard-hit knits. Okay. Lovelies. Better crack on. Bye.